Hello everyone and welcome back. I'm making a short new video regarding a new potential trick that could break this whole game open. All you need is a latch. Let me walk you to the spot where I initially discovered this. Usually there are enemies here, but for convenience sake I already defeated them. So right here, before you enter this room with the two big guys where you do the awkward jump on PC, it's a mess. We don't have to do that anymore if we find an exploit for the stuff I'm gonna show you right now. Now, I first want you to look at cheat engine. Right here, I have added an address that controls Rodney State. I called it Rodney Christ. I should actually rename it to just Rodney State. Hold on, let me do that real quick. Here we go. So Rodney State, it's at 0 right now. Now, I'm not gonna show you the whole Rodney Christ thing. I think everyone knows what that is if you are speedrunning this game. We'll just force it for now, but it changes to a 1 every time you die from a death plane. That can be in a toxic pool, just falling in a death plane or something. It changes to a 1. I actually think only a toxic pool changes it to a 1. Anyway, it changes it to a 1. And that's how the whole Rodney Christ works, you know. We override the animation and we don't die. We just slide out of the toxic pool and we stay at the first state. I mean, state number 1. The first state is actually 0. So now we're at state 1. That is what we call the Rodney Christ. Because you should be technically dead. Now if we change it back to 0, we are back to our normal state. I can actually prove that this is legit, because if we swing our wrench, we can do everything like the Rodney Christ. If we try to move, we fall. Now what I didn't think of is actually try and ledge grab. It's only been recently that I found this value anyway. It's also in my cheat table that I released on the Discord, so feel free to download that and check it out yourself. If we ledge grab, it turns into a 3. I don't know why, but it changed into a 3. So what that means is state 0 means that you have full control of Rodney. Rodney's collision works and all access to his X, Y, and Z axes are unlocked. If you are in the Rodney Christ, your upper axis is locked. That's why you can't jump. But you still have collision with things. In state 3, you ledge grab, and how the game makes you ledge grab is it disables your gravity and your collision. For some reason, it doesn't fully disable your collision, but I'll show you in a second what I mean by that. So we are at state 3 right now. I should be able to move my camera. Okay, we can still open the weapon wheel, we can switch weapons, that all works, but we can't use them. If you press space again, we'll jump. Great, love it. So what would happen if we, instead of locking the state number 1, which is Rodney Christ, we lock state number 3? Again, I don't have the exploit for that, otherwise I wouldn't be making this video. So let's just force it with cheat engine. If we hold forward, because we do want to have forward momentum, and we jump, ta-da! No collision. So that is why I said that state 3 removes the collision. It removes the gravity, the collision, for some reason when you ledge grab. Maybe it was easier to program it to make sure that Rodney wouldn't bug out. They just disable the collision. Because you can't control Rodney anyway when you ledge grab, you can only jump up. So the developers never intended you to do this. But see, if we can lock state number 3, we can just float. And Rodney God mode, God Rodney, whatever you want to call it. Now there's no way that I know to turn this back into a 0 or to a 1. Or actually, I shouldn't be locking it. So the only way you can disable this is, yeah, just using cheat engine. but we don't need that, because if we would be able to lock this state, the ledge grab state, we can just, you know, hold forward, turn a little bit, and ta-da! There goes Rodney Christ, and a god has been born, basically. It's so insane. And the trigger still works. I mean, Rodney can literally go through everything. I don't know if he can interact with items, like the computer or other stuff in this state. I think not. I think it will not let him go out of this third state. But yeah, this is the solution. This is the real Rodney Christ, basically. This is Rodney Christ 2.0. It's like an upgraded version. And the best part is, all we would need is a ledge. That's all we would need. It's a simple ledge. Like maybe we can find a ledge right here where we can ledge grab on, and we don't have to. We would not have to talk to the green guy. We would not have to go through the door. We would not have to go through the inside of the corridor. We wouldn't have to jump onto the ledge. We could maybe find a ledge right here, and find an exploit and lock the third state. Instead of having to go through half of the level, dying, overriding the death function with the wrench animation to trigger the locked first state. I mean, if we can do it with one state, we can do it with multiple states. If we found Rodney Christ, it is possible to find godly Christ. I don't know. Anyway, let's discuss this in the Discord. And if you need my cheat table to check this value out, all you need is cheat engine. Download my cheat table from the Discord. I'll put it in technical general or strats and glitches. I don't know where I put it. And yeah, we can debug it a little bit. You will always see which state Rodney is in, and yeah, this is something, guys. This is something.